Questo programma è offerto da
Amici cacciatoriveri, benvenuti al quarto appuntamento con i proiettili monolitici espansivi della nostra rubrica balistica venatoria. In questa puntata vi voglio far vedere un video della Barnes, un'azienda americana leader nella produzione di proiettili monolitici espansivi, un video nel quale potrete vedere alcune immagini molto istruttive che riguardano alcuni miti che girano attorno alla funzione proprio dei proiettili monolitici espansivi e che con questi prodotti di nuova generazione, non necessariamente i Barnes ma anche quelli ad esempio della GS Custom e altre marche, che miti che sono stati sfatati appunto da queste nuove produzioni mediante l'impiego di materiali più sofisticati rispetto a quelli che venivano utilizzati nella prima generazione. In particolare, 3 di questi miti riguardano proprio specificatamente i proiettili di produzione Barnes, gli altri 2 invece riguardano tutti i proiettili monolitici espansivi. Il primo mito sfatato è quello che vedeva una incomprensione del pubblico sui proiettili Barnes perché gli si imputava di non espandere rapidamente. Voi potrete vedere come invece i proiettili monolitici espansivi, i TSX, cioè i triple shock, espandono subito all'impatto con la gelatina balistica e di conseguenza con il selvatico. Si espandono subito formando 4 petali dal cui concetto è venuto il nome X, triple shock X. Quindi questa concezione che questi proiettili agiscano come delle full metal jacket è ormai superato, come con la prima parte del video vi mostrerà. Il secondo mito sfatato è quello che riguarda sia i proiettili Barnes che tutti gli altri, ma in particolare quelli della Barnes, perché gli veniva imputato di avere pressioni eccessive. Effettivamente i primi proiettili Barnes avevano questa sofferenza, però attraverso la realizzazione di solchi, va bene, sulla struttura centrale del proiettile, le pressioni sono diminuite e quindi anche in fase di ricarica del proiettile, ricarica domestica o commerciale, questo problema è stato abbondantemente superato. Il terzo mito, che riguarda più in generale tutti i proiettili monolitici, è che si diceva che questi proiettili creassero eccessivo fouling dentro la canna. Vedremo attraverso delle prove test in laboratorio che ciò non corrisponde alla realtà dei fatti, anzi è esattamente il contrario, che grazie a questi solchi le pressioni diminuiscono, quindi la polvere può bruciare tutta. Poi per questi proiettili sono state proprio ottimizzate alcune polveri, dedicate alcune polveri molto poco progressive, quindi molto veloci, e quindi il fouling eccessivo è un problema che non riguarda più questo tipo di proiettili. Poi il quarto mito sfatato è che riguarda questo in particolare i proiettili Barnes, che siano a parità di peso, quindi a parità di granitura, siano più lunghi degli omologhi in piombo e tombacco. In effetti non è così perché Barnes ha messo a punto il triple shock, che è addirittura leggermente più corto. Era vero con i primi proiettili Barnes, quelli di prima generazione, in alcuni calibri, in alcune graniture erano leggermente più lunghi, ma adesso questo problema i Barnes non lo presentano più, sono addirittura o più corti o uguali, e faccio riferimento ai tipped triple shock, quelli con la punta in polimero azzurro. Per altri proiettili monolitici invece questo problema sussiste, perché evidentemente il costruttore ha voluto dotare di questi proiettili di coefficienti balistici molto spinti e quindi naturalmente ha dovuto allungare il proiettile. Questo porterebbe a un altro problema, che è quello di cui avevamo accennato nelle puntate precedenti, che riguarda appunto il passo di rigatura, perché si arriva a delle lunghezze del proiettile tali che il passo di rigatura standard non è più sufficiente per stabilizzare il proiettile. È anche vero che Barnes produce per alcuni calibri proiettili molto pesanti, molto lunghi, ma per questi proiettili c'è sempre l'asterisco sul catalogo che dice: guardate, attenzione, perché questi proiettili abbisognano di un passo di rigatura diverso dallo standard, e c'è scritto qual è questo passo di rigatura. Poi arriviamo al quinto punto, d'accordo, che riguarda invece un concetto che sta molto vicino a quello dei proiettili monolitici espansivi, e cioè il fatto dell'energia sviluppata. L'energia sviluppata di un proiettile è veramente il fattore determinante in termini poi di balistica terminale, cioè di effetti sul selvatico? Certo, l'energia è un fattore importantissimo, però questa energia, perché sia sfruttata sulla spoglia, quindi sul selvatico, è necessario che il proiettile abbia delle caratteristiche plastiche particolari, altrimenti, se è solamente un proiettile semplice, un full metal jacket, quindi duro, può avere tutta l'energia che volete, ma non può produrre più del danno del foro e quindi degli organi vitali che attinge. Invece la vera importanza dell'energia è il suo sfruttamento. Il proiettile deve sfruttare l'energia che ha in termini di cessione di questa energia e di penetrazione all'interno dell'animale per raggiungere e distruggere più organi vitali possibili. In questo video potrete vedere proprio degli effetti terminali piuttosto interessanti da parte di proiettili sia monolitici espansivi che convenzionali. Quindi adesso io vi lascio a questo video, vi auguro buona visione e ci vediamo alla quinta puntata della nostra rubrica sui proiettili monolitici espansivi, che riguarderà l'aspetto dei costi rispetto ai convenzionali, e vi farò vedere alcuni proiettili recuperati da selvatici durante le 6 stagioni passate e le diapositive di questi animali, come sono stati abbattuti, a che distanza e con che calibri. Bene, a presto e godetevi questo bellissimo video.
In the final moments of the hunt, success depends on how well your bullet performs. The bullet must be well placed, open instantly on impact, creating massive hydraulic shock and tissue destruction, while shattering heavy bone. I'm Mike Scott, and I'm here with Randy and Connie Brooks, who have owned and operated Barnes Bullets since 1974. Barnes, one of the world's most respected bullet manufacturers, celebrated its 75th anniversary in 2007. Barnes owes much of its success to the unique copper bullets that Randy invented. These include the original X bullet, named for the X-shaped cross-section formed by the expanded copper petals. XPB handgun bullets, along with Expander, Spitfire, and Spitfire TMZ muzzleloader bullets, are similar in design and equally deadly. Barnes banded solids are for large, dangerous game. These bullets don't deform or expand. They penetrate straight and deep to stop animals in their tracks. For smaller game, like prairie dogs and coyotes, Barnes developed the varmint grenade. This bullet has a highly frangible copper tin composite core that fragments explosively on impact. Barnes' most popular bullets by far are the triple shock and maximum range X bullets. Inspired by the original X bullet, these grooved bullets deliver superior accuracy and dead right there dependability. Before we show you why Barnes triple shock and maximum range X bullets are the most effective hunting bullets you can buy, let's clear up some popular misconceptions about bullet performance. It's time to bust some bullet myths. Myth number 1. Barnes bullets don't expand rapidly enough to be effective on deer and other thin-skinned game. We decided to see for ourselves just how fast our bullets expand. We fired our .30 caliber triple shock X and maximum range X bullets into ballistics gelatin. Impact velocity was 2,200 feet per second, simulating a bullet hitting game at 400 yards. Triple shock bullets have a specially engineered nose cavity that instantly reacts to hydraulic pressure. Competing bullets expand only after meeting substantial frontal resistance. Triple shock bullets start expanding the instant liquid from animal tissue enters the cavity. Enormous hydraulic pressure forces the bullet open. No other bullet expands as quickly. Look closely. You can see how quickly expansion begins. Competing lead core bullets expand very little, if at all, while penetrating a 3-inch thick slice of gelatin. We found that no bullet expands faster than our all-copper family of X bullets. That makes the triple shock and MRX by far the most effective bullets you can buy for hunting deer, elk, and other game. Here's how deer react to a triple shock X bullet. Barnes bullets don't expand quickly on deer and other thin-skinned game? That myth is busted. Our Expander MZ, Spitfire MZ, and Spitfire TMZ muzzleloader bullets also expand on contact. Like triple shock X bullets, Barnes muzzleloader bullets have a specially designed nose cavity that expands instantly under hydraulic pressure. Our muzzleloader bullets all use bows to ensure a tight fit in the bore. This means unsurpassed shot-to-shot consistency and the best accuracy you can buy. Loose-fitting bullets have several problems. They don't seal tightly in the bore. Gas blow-by creates erratic pressures, resulting in poor accuracy. In contrast, the Barnes Spitfire TMZ bullet creates a tight seal that prevents gas blow-by. Bullets that don't fit snugly in the bore can work loose when you carry the rifle afield. Space created between bullet and powder charge can be dangerous. Firing may injure the shooter and damage the rifle. Beware of muzzleloading bullets that load too easily. They could create unsafe pressures, and they won't shoot as well as Barnes Sabot bullets. Barnes XPB bullets are designed for handguns. These fast-expanding hunting bullets are extremely accurate and kill quickly. They've proven deadly on everything from deer and hogs to large African game. Tim Jansen shot this African wildebeest with an XPB bullet from his Smith & Wesson 500 revolver. Now, let's bust myth number 2. It claims Barnes bullets have more bearing surface, which creates higher pressures. Bearing surface is the total area contacting the lands and grooves as the bullet passes through the bore. Bearing surface affects internal firing pressures, fouling, and barrel heating. Grooves cut in the Barnes triple shock and MRX bullets reduce the bearing surface by up to 40%. These copper bullets have significantly less bearing surface than you'll find on competing bullets. This means less engraving force is required when the bullets move through the bore. Pressures are further reduced as surface copper flows into the relief grooves. This allows high velocities while maintaining safe working pressures. Barnes bullets have more bearing surface that creates higher pressures? That's another bullet myth busted. Here's another related myth. Myth number 3 says copper bullets create excess fouling in bores. While Barnes bullets feature pure copper, lead core bullets have jackets made of either pure copper or copper alloy. For example, Fusion, Scirocco, and A-frame bullets have pure copper jackets. Partition, Interbond, and Game King jackets are made of copper alloy gilding metal. All pure copper and copper alloy jacketed bullets leave traces of copper fouling when fired through a bore. No two barrels are the same. Some bores are rougher than others, so they foul easier. The smoother the bore, the less it's likely to foul, regardless of the bullet fired through it. Barnes triple shock and MRX bullets go a long way toward eliminating this problem. As shown earlier, grooves in the bullet shank give copper that would otherwise be deposited in the bore someplace else to go. In addition to virtually eliminating copper fouling, these grooves help make triple shock and MRX bullets among the most accurate hunting bullets you can buy. Do copper bullets leave excess copper fouling in bores? Where Barnes triple shock and MRX bullets are concerned, that myth is busted. While our triple shock and maximum range X bullets expand in a hurry, our banded solids are specifically designed to not expand. These tough copper zinc alloy bullets drive straight and deep. They were developed to stop dangerous African big game in its tracks. Like our triple shock bullets, banded solids have multiple rings cut into the shank. These rings relieve pressure as the bullet passes through the bore. Copper fouling is virtually eliminated. Banded solids deliver exceptional accuracy and extreme penetration. They won't disintegrate or deflect on bone. Barnes banded solids are the best insurance dangerous game hunters can buy. According to myth number 4, Barnes all-copper bullets are longer than conventional lead-core bullets. What problems can long bullets cause? First, extremely long bullets can reduce powder capacity. Cartridges loaded with bullets that are too long may not fit in some magazines. If they're not matched to the right rifling twist, long bullets may be unstable and yaw in flight. Copper has a lower density than lead, so people mistakenly believe a copper bullet must be longer than a lead-core bullet that weighs the same. Lead is denser than copper, but most modern bullets aren't pure lead. Lead-core hunting bullets typically have a copper or gilding metal jacket, a plastic tip, and cavities filled with air. The overall density of pure copper bullets is very similar to the overall density of jacketed lead-core hunting bullets. That's why copper and lead-core bullets can be virtually the same length. Are Barnes bullets overly long? This myth is easy to disprove. See for yourself how Barnes bullets compare in length with popular lead-core bullets. Are Barnes bullets longer than jacketed lead-core bullets? In some cases, they're actually shorter. This myth is so busted. Barnes doesn't make only all-copper bullets. The varmint grenade is a new lead-free varmint bullet that gives explosive results. Originally developed for military applications, the bullet has a copper tin composite core. This highly frangible core greatly reduces the chance of ricochets. The new flat base hollow cavity bullet remains intact at ultra-high velocities, yet fragments instantly on impact. Here's how a 36 grain 22 caliber varmint grenade bullet reacts when hitting a grape. Here's another view in slow motion. The varmint grenade bullet comes completely apart while it's still inside the grape. Here's what happens when a 62 grain 6mm varmint grenade strikes a cherry tomato. That's just over an inch in diameter. Look again. Here's what's left of the bullet. The varmint grenade virtually vaporizes ground squirrels and prairie dogs, even at extended range. Valuable coyote and bobcat pelts are virtually undamaged. Delivers sniper-like accuracy for dependable long-range kills. Varmint grenade bullets are available in Black Hills factory loads.
I'd like to dispel myth number 5, which claims bullet energy is the best guide to killing power. For years, hunters have used foot-pounds of energy to measure a bullet's killing power. The more foot-pounds of energy a bullet packs, the better, right? A bullet's energy can be calculated with this formula. Energy equals weight in grains times velocity in feet per second squared, divided by 450,400. Or take the easy way and use the Barnes ballistics program. Energy is important, but it's often overrated. Consider this. A 180 grain bullet from a 300 Magnum traveling 3,200 feet per second develops roughly 4,100 foot-pounds of energy. When two 280-pound rams battle, their horns crash together with 5,400 foot-pounds of energy. They don't look badly hurt, and they're surely not dead. Bullet construction and shot placement, not foot-pounds of energy, are the keys to killing game. If they're the same weight and travel at the same velocity, cast lead, copper, and jacketed lead-cored hunting bullets strike with identical force, but they won't have the same effect on game. Use a poorly constructed bullet or one that blows up on the shoulder and your wounded trophy will run off. Energy is only part of the equation. It's important to create a long wound channel that damages or destroys as much tissue, organs, and bones as possible. That's a function of bullet design. Barnes triple shock and MRX bullets are designed to deliver maximum results from every ounce of energy. Bullet placement and performance are far more important than foot-pounds of energy. Energy alone can't be relied on to put the game down for the count. Here's General Chuck Yeager, World War II ace, lifetime hunter, and the first man to break the sound barrier, to explain what happens to an animal when it's struck by a triple shock bullet. In your line of work over the years, you know a lot about shock waves. How does that relate to a bullet's performance inside an animal?
Well, basically, when an airplane travels faster than the speed of sound, you get a shock wave off of it. And if it's big enough and going fast enough, that shock wave has enough energy in it to actually break windows and destroy. Now, the same thing happened with Barnes bullets, you know, especially the triple shock bullet. It's traveling at the speed of sound, and when it hits an animal, that is a new shock. That's a hydrostatic shock wave that really penetrates the animal and does a lot of damage to the flesh. You know, your bullet probably does more damage to game when it hits it than any other bullet on the market. It's a shaped charge, and when that thing can't expand fast enough, then it pushes it back out where the bullet came from. You know, copper does a lot of good things for a bullet, and it holds it together longer, keeps retained 100% of the weight, and it has controlled expansion.
Are foot-pounds of energy the best guide to killing power? That myth is busted.
Hi, I'm Connie from Barnes Bullets, and we're here attending the Safari Club International Convention in Reno, having a wonderful time, ready to start another day. And we brought a camera crew here today because we want you to hear what we hear from our professional hunters, guides, and outfitters, and attendees at the show about Barnes Bullets.
We're using Barnes triple shocks all the way from the 458 down to the 22s. Have great results always.
Well, we dug all of these bullets out of dead buffalo. Some of them shot from the tailbone forward, some of them shot brain shots, some of them shot full in the chest. The penetration on the Barnes X and the TSX, the later bullet, are just unbelievable.
It's an all-around bullet. You can do about anything with them. You don't have to tailor your bullets to a thin-skinned animal or a thick-skinned animal. You can use a triple shock bullet for everything.
I shot a mule deer last fall about 154 yards with a triple shock X bullet in my 257 Weatherby. Hit him through the lungs. The next thing I saw was 4 feet in the air.
They're extremely accurate. A lot of times I would trade off accuracy for some performance. Don't have to do that with triple shock.
I often tell people, almost always tell them, that the bullet is more important than the caliber, and I recommend Barnes X bullets exclusively.
And there's an awful lot of people here that demanded us having Barnes products in our line of premium ammunition.
When you shoot something with a Barnes X, it falls down, and that's exactly what you want it to do.
All we know is things just fall over when you pull the trigger, and that's all we want to know about it. You know? and I haven't found a rifle barrel yet that would not shoot them incredibly accurately.
Being in Tanzania, we hunt a lot of dangerous game, especially buffalo and elephant. And I also really love the banded solids. I think the banded solids impart a tremendous shock to the animals. I use the bullet all the time. I don't use anything else.
I built myself a 22-250 for shooting small game. I did a lot of bullet research, shot a lot of different bullets, and Barnes varmint bullets were by far the most accurate, and they do the best job, most devastating on small game.
We always recommend Barnes X. I use them, I won't use anything else, but I mean, they've never let me down. In all the years I've been hunting, they've worked 100% perfect, no problems whatsoever.
The most recommended bullet that we recommend anymore to all of our muzzleloader hunters is the Barnes X bullet. We've shot a lot of elk with a lot of different bullets, but that's the main bullet that seems to do the job and always does the job, and we don't have any lost game.
With Barnes, I found consistency, really. It's an excellent bullet.
The Barnes triple shock was incredible. I've actually seen these bullets pass clear through a 2,000-pound bull buffalo. I mean, just unbelievable for a muzzle loader.
It's close to a perfect bullet, I think, as we've gotten so far. Devastating terminal performance. I could load any bullet made in the world, and I only hunt it with Barnes.
There isn't a choice. You just bring that Barnes X and you'll be fine.
It just works. It's as easy as that. There's nothing more to say. It works.
We've busted a few bullet myths and heard from several customers who have put Barnes bullets to the test. These customers all agree that Barnes bullets are unique. Based on the revolutionary all-copper X bullet design, Barnes triple shock and maximum range X rifle bullets, XPB handgun bullets, and Expander, Spitfire, and Spitfire TMZ muzzleloader bullets are exceptionally accurate. They expand quickly and offer great penetration while retaining virtually all of their original weight. For those who don't hand load, Barnes copper bullets are available in factory ammunition from Federal, Weatherby, Corbon, and Black Hills. Barnes Expander Sabot and Tip Sabot shotgun slugs are available exclusively in Federal Premium Vital Shock ammunition. Deadly and always dependable, Barnes bullets are prized by knowledgeable hunters worldwide. There are no other bullets like them. None come even close. Barnes bullets, unleaded, unfailing, and unbeatable.
Questo programma è offerto da